Welcome to Centigras Island. I guess you can consider this to be Biosyn's little secret. A secret that we eventually hope to bring to the world one day. A way to show our success where others have failed. While our new headquarters in the Dolomites are currently being built, we have been creating many off-site holding facilities around the world. We have seized this small island in the Mediterranean because we currently happen to believe that there are around 20 displaced species in the country of Malta. I guess you can call it a dinosaur island. We are expecting a small shipment also coming from Isla Sorna, so we can't retrieve them all. But we will transport as many species as we can. Our goal for this island? Create a small sanctuary that is safe but can also show potential guests what our humanitarian efforts will look like when transferring the animals to the Dolomites in the upcoming years. Alright, so here we are in Malta. So what's going to happen is we're actually going to be. We have a list of species that we have to actually look for. Uh, we have a specific amount of dinosaurs we have to capture. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually hop into the vehicle, and we are going to mark the dinosaurs for the helicopter to actually tranquilize, so we can all move them at once instead of moving them one by one. Okay, so let's take this and let's go around the island, or this little specific area of the island, and let's look for our specific dinosaurs. Okay. The Brachiosaurus is not on our list. We will come back for the dinosaurs that we are not picking up today, though. We'll be coming back for them at some other point in time. Seeing as there's no volcano or any natural disasters that most likely will not happen here, we should be okay with the time span. Okay, so let's just go around and look for them. I don't see a lot of anything here, really. Is that a Kentrosaurus? I believe that is Oviraptor. No, we do need a Stegosaurus, though. So that is one we need to look for. Okay. Oh, here are some Parasaurolophus. Okay, Parasaurolophus Myosora. Okay, cool. So we do need 12 of the Parasaurolophus. So here we have what seems to be 4. Okay, so we have 4. Let's mark them. Let's have the guy in the back mark them for tranquilization. Okay. Oh, 4. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Is that 9? That is 9. Okay. So 9 of them we have in this area. We do need 3 more. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say that the rest are either in their own little pack or they are actually around this area as well. So I'm gonna just go to this little area. There's a Pachycephalosaurus. Okay. Let's not run you over. Okay. I am not seeing any other Parasaurolophus. Those aren't Parasaurolophus, okay. Okay, that's interesting. Okay, so we need 3 more Parasaurolophus, if I'm correct. Right. So they don't happen to be down here, I guess. which means that they're most likely in their other pod if they're this far away. There is one of our Dreadnoughtus that we need, so we can go ahead and capture that. Whoa! While we can, we are still on the hunt for the other Parasaurolophus. So we have 3 Parasaurolophus and 1 more Dreadnoughtus that we need. Okay. There is an Iguanodon over here, though. Is there more than one? There's 2. Apparently, we should get 4 of them, but there is 2 in this area. So we found 2 Iguanodons. This isn't one, right? No, it isn't. Okay. Oh wait, there's our other Parasaurolophus. Okay. So there's another Parasaurolophus right here. Kind of lonely, if I'm not going to be mistaken. Ooh, we need that one up there, the Giganotosaurus. Okay. So we have 10 Parasaurolophus that we have marked. 2 Iguanodons, 1 Dreadnoughtus, and I believe I just saw a Stegosaurus. I need to go up there to mark the Giganotosaurus, but that's going to be further down the line. This is a Stegosaurus, right? Yes, it is. Okay, nice. Okay, so we have 1 Stegosaurus. Oh god, I scared it. Let's not get hit by it. Or run into a bush and break the car. I don't happen to see any other Parasaurolophus. That one was just lonely, and that's kind of sad. Okay. Couldn't hear the engine of the car as roared. Take our time going down here. Is that... Oh shit, that's an Atrociraptor. Okay, so we need 4 of those. There's 2 here apparently. Okay, we should probably leave here before we take note of them, because they are very temperamental. So let's actually go back around this way and check up here for a second. Nice. So we found 2 Atrociraptors. Cool. Okay. Doesn't seem like there's anything else over here, though. This takes us back to the other area that we were in. And I don't really want to go back there because I'm just going to confuse myself in which ones we've picked up and which ones we haven't picked up. But what seems to be happening is there's a beach down here. I want to see if I can actually reach it. Because I do know there is invisible fencing around the entire area. And we don't really want to mess with that because, yeah, we just don't want to mess with that. Like, I don't see anything else. Okay, you guys are okay. There is something over there. I want to check that. But oh, wait, are these the 2 other Iguanodons? These are. Okay, so we found the 2 other Iguanodons. And they're far. Okay, so we found the 2 other iguanodons. I see some Pachyrhinosaurus. There seems to be 2 Stegosaurus up there, so let's go over there. There's another one, so that's 3 Stegosaurus. Who's this? What is this? Oh, Edmontosaurus. Okay, we don't need that, so... Okay, so that's 3 Stegosaurus, if I'm correct. Ooh. Stegosaurus. 4 Stegosaurus. Oh shit, there's a lot of things here. Okay, so we have in total 5 Stegosaurus found already. There's a Carnotaurus right here, another Carnotaurus up there. So there's 2 Carnotaurus that we found. No, the only dinosaurs that we need now are 2 Parasaurolophus, 1 Stegosaurus, 1 Gymnotus, 5 Nasutoceratops, and 1 Giganotosaurus. Okay, and then we have the shipment coming from Islausorna as well. Okay. Wait, there was another, right? Hold up. There was an extra Stegosaurus up here, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah, there's 4 Stegosaurus. Okay, cool. Ooh. And then there was 1 back there. That was 5. Okay, cool. So we have our Stegosaurus that we needed. Okay. Cool. We're more than halfway done. Okay, that's nice. The only thing is we haven't gone through the entire island yet. Oh, and then here's the other Gymnotus. Okay. Oh, bumpy. Okay, cool. So we found him. Or her. Okay. Now we just need the other Atrocioraptors, the Giganotosaurus, and the Nasutoceratops. Okay, and then we're pretty much good. Hey. Nice. So the Giganotosaurus was to the left of us, I believe. I kind of don't want to go through that whole area yet. I might loop back around 3 times there, because that area looks really dense with the forest. So, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna go and try to find the Giganotosaurus and the Nasutoceratops. Okay, so he was up here. Ah, there he is. Okay, nice. Let's try to do this without making a ton of noise, because I do not want to be under that. Are those... Shit. Okay, so we have the Giganotosaurus. Okay, it's going down there. Okay, cool. Let's just walk by and look for the other ones. These look like Nasutoceratops. Okay, nice. Bump. There's nothing in these bushes right here, right? No, there isn't. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3 Nasutoceratops here. Okay, Homolocephaly. Okay, that's 4 Nasutoceratops. Let's go to the right side. That seems like a steep hill. I can actually make it down there if I wanted to. Things, I don't see anything that would require me to go down there. I just need 1 more Nasutoceratops, and I don't see him down there. And this looks like a waterfall, and I don't want to mess with the waterfall right now. Oh, there's a T-Rex. Let's go the other way.
I don't want to mess with that right now since that one's actually running around everywhere. I don't think I'm gonna be able to find the fourth one. There's the Dinosaurs, so let's go this way since he's actually up and walking about now. Okay. There's a river here. Let's just go back up and around. Alright, nice. Okay. So we have 4 new Triceratops. We have the Dinosaurs. Okay, so we just need the Raptors and the we just need the Raptors and the other two Grants Elephants. We're okay with getting only this amount that we have. But this area is really dense. It's an animal over there. Hold up, let's go chase it. Okay. Really damaging the vehicle here, okay. There was something over here. Oh, it's the other new Triceratops. Cool. Actually was not expecting to see this one all the way out here. Okay, so you marked that one. Now it's just time for the rest. Where is the rest? There's just a lot of bushes. You don't need this guy. Alright, anyways, let's head back to base, see if we can see anything on the way back there. If we don't, then, we can just... something over there. If we don't, we can just look through the area while we're picking up the other ones and, retrieve them. If we don't, then, oh well, we'll come back for them. There is a Dinosaurs all the way up here. I'm guessing he was chased by the Giganota and used the trees to hide. Okay, I'm not gonna go down the big hill by the waterfall because that screams just no to me. Pick the bushes out of it, or pick the sticks out of the ground when we get back. Okay. Let's head down now. What? I can just say we got hit by something. Yeah. I think that's the best solution, just say that Stegosaurus rammed us. Or, yeah, Stegosaurus. Because they don't have horns on the top. Hello. Okay, so I think we might be able to find Parasaurolophus. out in the open. Not out in the open. They're huge creatures, so we should be able to find those. But the Raptors, we have to be really lucky if we want to find those. Yeah, I don't even remember. Where did we find the other two? Because they could have been where we found the other two. I don't know. Whoa, that was quite big. So here's the one six stars. But let's recount these Pterosaurus. One. I don't think we're gonna be able to recount them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. I felt like I'm counting an invisible number. Oh my god. Let's not run these guys over. I'm gonna guess that one's another one. Alright. Nah, we're not gonna be able to count. Alright, let's head back and return the vehicle and then take the helicopter and look in the air. But other than that, I don't think we're gonna be able to find a lot of the other ones. So, yeah. Raptors, we can send an actual team on the ground, but for my job, for this, I'm just going to take the car back and get in the helicopter and go and tell them to transport the ones that we did find, or the ones that we needed. But we'll find the Raptors. Alright, so I'm gonna head back to the. I'm gonna take this helicopter and head back to the other island. Alright, it shouldn't be that difficult to find 4 other dinosaurs. Alright, let's head back. Here we are, we're on the island. It's not that much room to work with, but it's quite a decent amount. So we have a bit of dinosaurs that we have to actually transport from Malta to here, with the exception of the shipment from Isla Sorna. So, we kind of have our facility kind of pre-made already here, just for our labs, our medical center, and for our little shuttle service to take us throughout the park, I guess. We're going to be utilizing the shuttle and the watchtowers. So, what I think we need to do first is just set up our little area. Not a lot of space to mess around with, but it'll take quite a bit of time for our dinosaurs to get over here. So, let's just go ahead and start building. All right. So, we want to go for something rough, but we don't want to make it Biosyn what we're going to do for our headquarters. So we have our new patented technology for fences. So we have invisible fences, but we aren't going to use that just yet. So I'm going to start us off by creating a little enclosure on the coast right here. Okay, we are going to use our currently placed visitor pathway, and we are going to take it about right here. Let's do it like that. All right, we might want to move this in the future, so because we are going to actually modify this road So let's currently get rid of that and see how else we can make this look nicer. Okay, we kind of want to curve this, so this looks nice. Boom. Already nicer. I know what you might be thinking is, why do we need a shuttle when we have our Hyperloop technology? Um, that's mainly for guests. This park is going to be more of like a sanctuary build. We are going to not really depend on any amenities or hotels comfort level. We want our guests to be well treated here, but at the same time, it's not a 5-day weekend. It's more of a, let's just relax, you know? Let's go to the island one day, sail to the island, and see how everything is. Okay, so our first main enclosure is just going to be for our herbivores. I know you guys might be thinking, wow, that's actually a really huge enclosure. We actually are going to split this enclosure in half though. So currently we have our fences. Oh, that's going to be annoying for me. That works. Currently have our fences going through this big, huge area. Now, we could split this one in half again. But let's actually just make sure that our terrain on the outside is level. Um, we want to just not really have this fall off the cliff as it is right now. We want it to all kind of be straight and then go down at a slope as it goes down like that. Okay, we might want to bring this down as well, kind of get it level with this whole entire area, and that seems to work. All right. So this is where we're gonna actually use our invisible fences. So we can use it and we can beta test it. We can see how it looks. So I think a simple place to put this would just be right here, actually. Cut this enclosure in half. Now, the cool thing about this is these can actually go under the water and they work under the water. So, we are going to want to put a gate though. Let's put the gate right here on the side, and let's take our tour vehicle and actually send it through the enclosure. I just want to loop this around the hotel. I know I said it was going to be like a day trip thing, but you know, we gotta have a hotel for just guests and stuff. And if the guests want to eat food, they can eat the hotel food. 5-star hotel, best of the line for us. But at the same time, it is mostly going to be visitors from other countries and not primarily guests, but a decent amount of them. Okay, so this is going to be more of a shuttle service than a little tour. We are going to loop it around like this though, and then we're going to take it down the slope. Let's make sure that this is actually going to look all right, that it's not going to look like it's just going straight downhill. Perfect. And then we can just take it back like that. Okay. Then we want to loop it around again. We can take it all the way like this. Perfect. Okay, then we want to loop it around again. We want to give as much space as possible for our dinosaurs to actually thrive. So I feel like this is alright. This going around like so. Okay, so our shuttle is actually complete. Yay. So this isn't gonna be our main source of, you know, visitors. We still have half the island to deal with, and we have a lot of dinosaurs. So what we want to go for is a water area. Our dinosaurs need water. We don't want to be inhumane. We want to give them some sort of sanctuary. This amount of space should be enough for a lot of different species. We aren't going to be mixing dinosaurs like how they were found on the island, even if they might get along. We don't want to take any chances because we want to bring all of our dinosaurs back in one piece to our new headquarters, which actually looks really wonderful so far, really massive. let's just continue on with this. So we have our water area, okay, and let's just start putting up trees. We're gonna import some trees from Malta real quick, um, along with some other stuff. Right, we just want to make the island not seem as barren as it is. We are going to be bringing in some paleobotanists as well, so they can help us figure out what these dinosaurs need to eat. Okay. So that looks all right so far. You know, it's not gonna be nothing too big, nothing too nice. But we do want some research outposts. So these things are absolutely passive, and they take up quite a bit of space. So what we can do is we can put one in this water area right here. That is perfect. We can take another one, since that pretty much takes up this entire half side. We can put another one up pretty much either right here, but I don't like how the back of it's like, you know, facing away. We can put it like right here, but again, that feels kind of close. You can just go into that one if you want to see the back half. So I feel like right here would also work, or right here. This one could also work. I feel like this one looks better. This one feels better. Okay, so we're gonna kind of put this half like that, and then we're gonna connect the two. We're gonna start off another track for our Hyperloop going to them, and we are going to have it as kind of like the scenic route if our guests want to take the scenic route to visit our dinosaurs. Okay. And so the terrain is really flat. I'm gonna admit that now. And we don't really want that. So let's currently build up the terrain on the coast right here. Kind of want to make it look nice at the same time. Okay. Alright, we want to get rid of the fence and this little line right here. Alright, cool. We want to slope the terrain, make it actually able to be driven up. And then we can kind of create a hill right here. This is to make the island not look as flat as it is. But at the same time, the island is going to be pretty damn flat. Okay, same right here. We want to add kind of an area that goes down. And it's going to mainly go down right here for our toy vehicles. Okay. Cool, we have that done. Now we want to actually bring the tour track up a bit over here. So it looks like it's more of a safari than just, I don't know, it looked weird being flat. Now it actually brings in some detail, I guess, to our right side. Alright, now what we want to do is we kind of want to do the same thing, but with this area right here. We want to bring up our kite and then bring it all along over here, and we're going to use this as a little main mountain in this entire area. So this is what we're going to use to split off some of our enclosures, and we're going to connect it to this mountain right here. Okay, perfect. Gonna have enclosure there, gonna have enclosure there, and this is just gonna kind of go out a bit. Perfect. Okay. And over here we're not gonna have any shuttle or anything like that, so we can make it as high as we want. Like so. Okay. Oh, we should probably mess with this a bit, make it not look as mountainous as possible, though. Kind of have it go up from here because it is kind of weird that this is like this. Gonna bring this up over here. We're gonna want to delete this because we're gonna have to go down as well over here. Right, we can bring this out. We can bring you down. Nice, that works out a lot. Okay, slope it again, slope this again. And then we're going to want to mess with this side now as well. So let's bring this down a little bit. Slope this a bit. This should work right here. Nice. Nice. That's now the fence is more like a rolling other rather than it just randomly going up and going down. Okay. Nice. Now we can take our track, connect it. Perfect. If we want, we can take this and take this on this side. We can also take another height over here and kind of mess with this as well so it just doesn't go down flat straight. Perfect. Now on this side, let's have it go rolling as well. Perfect. All right. Now we can add some trees. Let's just add some trees to this entire mountain range that we made. Or hill, I guess you can call it. Kind of give the island some diversity. Alright. Next thing I want to kind of do is this right here. This looks absolutely horrible. So let's take this. Let's kind of rack it up a little bit. That's probably as much as we can. Then let's take our rocks and let's actually kind of cover it. So we're not going to be able to place it directly on the railing, but as much as possible works as well. Kind of just cover it from the side eyes, you know. We could also go around there. And then we can also take trees if we want to take trees. Put a tree there. Boom. It covers quite a bit of it. Another tree there. Boom. Again, you know. Boom. So that really works out as well. So we kind of have our first enclosure done, ready for our species. We will get into the paleobotany of each species as the dinosaurs come in. But as of right now, we aren't going to worry about that. We're just going to be worrying about creating the enclosures and then looking at our files and going through all the species that we're going to bring in. Yeah. So already this area looks nicer, less flat. Only thing is it's going to be flat over here. No, not really much I want to do about it. Let's actually lower the stand. Right here. Do we want to lower this one? Let's go in it and see. Yeah, let's lower this one as well. Okay, so we lowered our stands. Kind of just to get more of a view, you know? But yeah. Now we can make other enclosures. So this is going to be our two herbivores. Some of our herbivores don't get together, don't get along. So our Pseudoceratops will probably not get along with our Stegosaurus, and so on. But we'll deal with that later. That's why we made two enclosures. for our herbivores, if they all got along, we would fit them just in one enclosure, remove the line down the middle, and just give them one big enclosure. But for this, we're trying to keep it as natural as possible without any fences within the park itself. Okay. Now let's go for actual other enclosures. So this enclosure right here is going to be for our Atrociraptors. Okay. Kind of decent size. It'll be big enough for them most likely. If it's not, then we can just switch them around. I want to keep this entire area pretty much together, meaning one fence line going around the entire park. At the same time, we could also use the hill. You know, why not use the hill? Hold on. So our shipment from Isla Sorna is actually going to be quite massive. So, what I can do is I can take our fence and pretty much put it through here. We do want to have, you know, little sections cut off for our fences. Again, you know, the whole hierarchy of the thing. We're going to want to take apart that fence though and extend it right here. Like so. Okay. So we also want to put this one. Like so. Okay. So here we could either split this in half, give someone the mountains, give someone here, or we can just leave it as it is. Because this could be for our Isla Sorna, this one can be for our Giganotosaurus, this one can be for our Atrociraptors. And then we could have another one right here, I believe. Yeah. Area's not too steep. And then we can just bring this all the way around. Like so. Okay, we do want to add fences to these enclosures. All right. And then one more right here. Okay, so that's nice. We want to kind of do some terrain shifting as well. Make the fences not look like they are going up and down like, you know, the other fence was back then. Okay, we want to kind of give them the rolling look that they are going with the flow, that they aren't just sloping down, you know, kind of not, it's not defying gravity, it's more of following the terrain rather than it just not making sense from an architectural level. So kind of just making it look like our bottom concrete bar. Is that concrete? Yeah, our bottom concrete bar is actually just poured over it, not just like dug into the ground. Okay, so that works. This whole side works. That works. Nice. So we have quite a bit of space for all of them. But we do need to add water. Okay, so water can go here. Sand will need to be placed in this. Let's go for the darker sand, the sand that kind of fits in with the environment. I feel like that would fit in more. and it would look nicer for all of our Isla Sorna animals that are coming in here. We're gonna need quite a lot of sand though. Okay. Add some trees, all that stuff, you know. Make it feel more, yeah. More, yeah. Alright. And then let's just add some rocks. Nice. Yeah. And we can add some more, terrain shifts though too. Just make sure you don't like hold on the button for too long, or else it'll make the fence go up too high, and we don't really want that. Okay. Cool. So here we have our Isla Sorna one. This one is gonna be for our Giganotosaurus. Let me just do a little water pool, you know, nothing too much. I guess we can kind of give hints at a pre-existing river here. You know, like it's kind of going over here, kind of going here. But it's not like finishing everything. Like so. Okay, Giganotosaurus, you don't really require a lot. He's a really easy dinosaur to be happy. The Nitroceratops are pretty much the same thing. They don't really require anything. So we're just gonna put a big water pool here and hope they like it, see if they like it. If they don't like it, then we'll fix it later on. Although we might need to tranquilize them a bit because, you know, they're aggressive types of creatures. We want to bring this close by, bring this inward a bit. Nice. See if we can add some trees. No, but we can add some of that. Let's import a tree here. Here. Small one. Let's do another small one. Alright. So we also have this side of the island. There are a bunch of old buildings here that are abandoned. We're gonna have to get rid of them though. So we're gonna clear the area out and kind of just use the area as an incubation area for other species like the Moros intrepidus and some Compsognathus as well. Maybe some oviraptors. I don't know. We'll think about that in the future. But we just want to give the Giganotosaurus a little friend. So let's clear this area up. Alright. Lucky for us, we have a tool that gets rid of trees. Okay, so we can just pull this all over and get rid of them all. So we actually have quite a bit. We don't need all of these, but for the time being, we can just mess around with them. I don't think we can move them right now, because the area is a little bit intense. So for the time being, let's actually flatten the area out on the other side of this mountain. And this used to be the area that Biosyn actually used for breeding the dinosaurs that are currently on the island of Malta. So we kind of made an error and we had to, you know, cover up our mistakes, but as of right now, we're kind of fixing that error and, you know, making a profit off of it, guys. So we kind of have this area fit out now a little bit more. So we are going to take our arrival building and we are going to put it about here. Okay. So our entrance is there, our entrance is there, our entrance is there, our entrance is there. Okay, nice. Alright, cool. So let's see if we can bring our entrances together. Like so. And we just have this other building right here, which we could honestly just send it out like that. Alright. So this can be our little hatchery area. We could give it a little bit of decoration, you know. Since this is a genetics area, what we can do is we can add a fountain of the DNA symbol thingy. Alright. I want to add some tables as well. So, add some chairs. And then add this. Okay. Now you might be wondering why we even have this little area right here. We can actually use it for decorations. As in a huge tree. Alright. We want to add a few fruits. Not a lot of them. Perfect. Okay. Although we should probably take this and fill it in. Like so. Nice, so we have a little area for our hatchery. We could remove them as time goes on. But right now, we're just gonna use this to incubate some dinosaurs. Specifically the ones that we can maintain and transport here. Alright, so our area is pretty much clean, pretty much clear. We just have to look at the different species that we're gonna transport. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. So let me just get that from the desk over here, and I'll figure out what we need to do for each enclosure.
Okay, so one of the things that I forgot that we had to do was actually place some research outposts in the actual enclosures. We should also get rid of this one fence that's just randomly here. Alright, so we can fit a research outpost about here. We should actually move it around like so. Okay. Then we can do another one and put this one about right here. And then the last one can honestly cover these two enclosures. Like so. Alright. Now we can loop this one over to this. Have this one connect to this one connect to this one. Then this one connect all the way back to this one. We can also have this one connect to this one. Cool, so they all have a connection between them. And they're all up. Let's leave these ones up because these ones are going to be for the carnivores that we have in the park. Let's
mess with this terrain a bit to make it look more, not like it's just randomly placed there. Okay. And our first dinosaurs that we will be importing are actually our Atrociraptors. So they're gonna be in this enclosure. So we should give them some food first before we accidentally mess up and not give them food and they just get all mad and just try to break up. Okay, so there they are. There's the food. And let's bring them in. Okay. So I believe one of them is already touched down. I can't. Oh, there he is. All right. So we have one of them. The other two are coming out right now, or the other three are coming out right now. Yeah. Okay. So let's get these guys in here. I think the next one we want to bring out is probably our Giganotosaurus. The shipment from East Estonia isn't here yet. But the thing is, this is gonna be for our Carnotaurus. I don't think they're gonna like this enclosure because, well, one, it doesn't have any water. So, what we can do is we can kind of get rid of some of the trees and the bushes and create a water source up here. So create a water source right here, pretty much. So, and then we can take our sand and we can put it on the outside of this, where there isn't any like trees or anything, because I know that they like sand. Okay, we can put some more foliage out and place down like a tree or two. So we're gonna import a tree. So nice. Okay, so all of our Atrociraptors here. 1, 2, 3. I see 3, 4. There you go. Nice. Okay. So we have 4 of our Atrociraptors. Cool. Next one we want to bring is our Giganotosaurus. Alright. So here we go. I also approved the Carnotaurus to be imported so we can deal with that later. And our herbivores are going to just come as they go. So the first ones that come into this area, we're going to use, and we're just going to allow them to just be placed. We'll check on them later. Giganotosaurus. Let's make sure. Okay, yeah, you do need bread. I forgot about that. You're allowed. But you should be okay. Yes, you are okay. But you. Only. Right. I think you're gonna need more sand though. Put the prey like. Here. You guys are actually comfortable. That's interesting. I didn't expect them to be comfortable. Okay, let me give them a little bit more sand. Okay. Nice. So the last ones we have are our Isla shipments and our herbivores. So the herbivores are just going to become as they go. But we have no word from our shipment though yet. So we're going to be waiting for that one. But the herbivores, I think that's the last one we need, right? We have our shipment, and then we just have our 2 sets of herbivores. Alright, so let's see how this goes. Alright. We have our Dreadnoughtus in the park with the Parasaurolophus coming shortly behind it. But right now what we have to deal with is tall fiber and tall fruit. So we're gonna place these groves down because they do provide both fiber and fruit. Also it does kind of fit in with the environment. It's nothing too like green like how the tall nut trees are gonna look. For the time being, we we actually don't need a lot of this stuff. So we can just deal with, you know, a short amount. What else is tall fiber? This. Yeah, we can kind of blend it a bit. That seems nice. We can kind of just blend it. Alright. Next thing we need to do is our Parasaurolophus. They require ground nut. So let's just fill the rest of this in with some ground nut. So we don't want to make the forest look too foresty. So we'll deal with that later. Just kind of clear it out a bit. So clear that out. Clear this out. We want to put a big tree down right there. Our Dreadnoughtus might not like what's going on here right now, so let's try to figure out the trees first. Okay. Okay, that provides more of a forest. You guys are actually okay. That's interesting. Ground nut, perfect. Cool. So they actually like this. This is actually interesting. I didn't expect them to like this. I don't like how different the trees look. So I'm just gonna be placing these bigger trees around the tall nuts, or the tall nuts, because I just feel like seeing those bigger trees is just kind of iffy, because of the texturing and the coloring of the environment when it comes to the trees. But mixing them with these other trees kind of works too. Plus, it'll look like the dinosaurs are actually eating out of the trees instead of the plants. God. Okay. Nice. So everything looks good. We're gonna wait for the rest of these Parasaurolophus to be brought in. And I think our next one is going to have to be either... Yeah, it's going to be the new Pseudoceratops. And then we're going to put the Stegosaurus in this enclosure. Only thing is, I don't think the Stegosaurus is going to have a friend. So we're going to have to incubate one and actually hatch one. Okay. So... Parasaurolophus. Nice. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3... 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Cool. Let's see what this looks like. Nice. Let's actually bring this little thing up a bit. To get more head level with Dreadnoughtus. There we go. And we can see the rest of that. Nice. Alright. Nice. Okay, so there's just actually there's a lot of dinosaurs in this enclosure. They'll find their area pretty much quickly. It's just the amount. They're probably breaking into 2 pods because of how big the enclosures are. Alright, so the next one we're gonna bring in our last 2 dinosaurs, and then we have our East Listerna shipment. I got word of that.
That's gonna be coming up in the next few minutes. But first, we can get rid of, or we can fill this enclosure up right now. All right. So the one thing that I forgot that we had was actually the iguanodon. Um, I totally forgot that was on our list, but we're gonna add that with our Stegosaurus. Um, so that's gonna be cool. It's gonna be a nice little different thing. But we have our Triceratops we dropped in right here. Okay, which means that they're gonna need food. I brought them over here because I didn't want them kind of being introduced into this whole environment, since all of our Parasaurolophus are pretty much here. And they should stick to the environment that has all the requirements. So as long as we have more ground leaf here, then, like, you know, ground fruit or whatever, we should be good, because they'll stick with this environment. Plus the ground leaf actually kind of, you know, fits in with this area. Okay, but the water, they need the water. The water's over there. But we could also give them a little pond if we really wanted to. Like so. And we could also give the trees back a bit. Nice. So they have this little sanctuary oasis kind of thing going on here. So that's nice. But our Stegosaurus, so have they came in yet? No, they have not. Oh, here they are. Are all of our new Triceratops in yet? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. This is our 5th one. I'll go call in the iguanodon, and I'll get back to the Stegosaurus. Alright. So we have some of our Stegosaurus already here. We have 3 of them. Alright, ground fruit, ground fiber, which should be okay with this. Let's bring them to this northern part of the enclosure. So perfect. We could make this area kind of more barren than the other side. So actually, let's take away everything that we just did. Alright. And then we can kind of make it look more of like a desert oasis than it is. Alright, and then we can just add a couple of trees. So that should be enough. That is enough. Nice. Okay. So we have our iguanodons. Are they not in yet? They're not in yet. Okay. Oh no, they're in. Okay. Cool. So they just need ground fruit, which is pretty much the same thing that we've made for the Stegosaurus. So let's just place a lot more ground fruit here. We can place some right here. So these guys actually get a lot. Go. And let's just wait for the rest of these guys to be brought in as time goes on. But everything else is looking pretty nice. And all of our dinosaurs are pretty much here. We want to incubate some Moros Intrepidus real quick,
and Compsognathus, I think. But our actual shipment, I believe, from Isla Sorna is coming next. Got word that it's off the coast. But look at these iguanodons. Look at them. Look how nice. This whole enclosure is looking nice. This area doesn't actually look as populated as it did before. Everybody's like spread out more, like how I said that they were probably gonna be, which is absolutely amazing because I don't have to deal with that later on. But our Isla Sorna shipment is actually in, so we have two T-Rexes coming from Isla Sorna. And so we just have to accompany their terrain, I guess. We're gonna place a feeder here. I think they might need 2 feeders though. Let's see what happens when they touch down. Yeah, they will. Or actually, no, they haven't even found the first feeder. Hold up. Oh no, they don't. Although we should probably add another feeder if we can. I would specifically add it right here. But I don't think we can. Hold up. Let me get rid of this one real quick. Oh god. Let's add one right there. What? Oh. I don't know. Anyways, that's enough. Okay, but our T-Rex are actually comfortable. Nice, they are. So everyone's pretty much completed. I want to mess with this area a little bit more because actually we can remove this incubator or hatchery. We can widen the pathway if we want to. We wanted to go 1 or 2 big. Let's go 1 big. Okay. Nice. Alright, and then let's add... No, let's just add a staff center for these guys. Because they're going to want to relax, and let's just have them be able to relax over here. Nice. Well, and then let's just add some forest. Ooh, actually, no. Let's add some fences. I wanna add a little enclosure. Nice, we created like a little enclosure for these guys. Although, do we want to add a viewing gallery? Hold up. I mean, that works. I didn't expect it to work that well, but it works. Alright. Cool. Let's bring this in. Cool. Now we can actually add another species if we want to. Now we have a lot of species that are unlockable. One I want to actually add in later is this for our little mixed enclosures. Okay. Okay. Cool. Then we want our big dinosaurs that we actually are gonna put in here. We want to go for the which one was it? Which one was it? Which one was the one that was on my list? We wanted to actually create. Oh, here we go. It's the Allosaurus. We wanted to actually create the Allosaurus. Alright. So we want to make him quite tolerable and humble. This enclosure is really small. If he tries to break out, it's gonna be, yeah. Yeah. So we have our Allosaurus, while our Morris Intrepidus is being hatched. Allosaurus. And then we're gonna put a feeder there and another feeder here. Okay. Then our Allosaurus is ready to be released. Nice. So over to Allosaurus, they should be okay with their environment. Oh, they do need water though. That's the one thing I kind of didn't get with this impromptu enclosure. Nice. Okay, now we can take our Morris Intrepidus and fit them into our other enclosures. So let's put them with our T-Rex, since it is a descendant of the T-Rex. We also want to take the feeder. Again, we're messing around with the feeders environment. Let's put the feeder down right here. And let's see if we can fit our goat one. I mean, our goat one doesn't have to be here, does it? Our goat one could be literally anywhere. So where are our dinosaurs? Okay, I only see one of them. Where the hell is the other? The other one's right there. Okay. So our other one could just be right there. And then we could honestly lower this stand because it's not as tall as I thought it was. Now it can stay up. This one
That one can stay up. Alright, so our first batch is finishing now, which means we can release our second batch. Our second batch is actually going to be here. Our shuttles aren't really doing well with these guys right here. Okay. But do we want to introduce the Moros into this enclosure? I feel like there's a lot of... I mean, you could barely see them, but we don't want their... Wait, cohabitation. Does it even bother any of these guys? No, it doesn't. We can introduce them here. And then we can put, like, the feeder right there. Nice. Okay, so we have our Moros going there. You guys are okay? Yes, you guys are. Little rat-looking things. Okay, nice. Let's not do some Compsognathus. I don't feel like we have a lot of room for them. You know what? We can add our Compsognathus with our Allosaurus. Let's release these guys first. Nice. Okay, so we have our Moros in this new environment. And then we have our other Moros going to this top enclosure. So we are pretty much completed with this side of the park. So, it's kind of a reserve, you can call it. As of now, you can pretty much say that Biosyn's secret is a success. So I am going to be needed somewhere else. So basically this was kind of just here just to, not like a test, but more of just to get my hands on to see what I would be dealing with. And honestly, I think I'm doing quite well. So, I will be helping with the headquarters up in the Dolomites, but, for the time being, that's not for another week or so, but for the time being,
I can just sit back and, look at what I've created. I'll stay here for a little while. Um, yeah. Oh, we should probably open the park, shouldn't we? That's probably another thing that we should do. Where is our visitor center? Or our arrival building? And let's open the park. Nice. Let's release these guys, though. They're so small. Nice. You guys do require sound, though, so let's give them what they want. Nice. Cool. So our entire park is completed. Yeah, pretty nice. Alright. I will be seeing you guys when I create the headquarters. But for now, we can just relax, sit back, and enjoy our creation.